What's up, your boy Phone the Reaction, and today's video we're talking about the rise and fall of Madden NFL Mobile by Soft Drink TV. Make sure like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it.
Madden Mobile used to be a massive deal. 10 years
Yeah,
ago, nearly every middle and high school student was playing it during class. The game had quickly evolved from a mobile port of Madden's exhibition gameplay to a free-to-play card-collecting online game, one with good enough gameplay, a player-built market and auction house, and tons of content. It was less about the gameplay itself, and more about competing with your friends to build the best teams or the funniest teams. Sniping cards in the auction house, or finding cheap no money spent cards like Dredd Archer is what made the game so memorable during this period. Fast
the only Ultimate Team I ever played in my life.
forward to today, and Madden Mobile has essentially lost all relevance. No one really plays it anymore. Why is that? You see,
Is it still on the App Store?
Madden Mobile had a quick rise in popularity, but then a slow fall from grace. EA made some terrible changes that killed player excitement, they got stingier and started cracking down on glitches and coin sellers, and over the last decade, the game seems to get worse each and every year. While I did play Madden Mobile a good bit back in the day, I reached out to Justin Bowman, a former Madden Mobile YouTube creator, who now runs a new channel in a Mario Super Sluggers virtual league, to help answer some of my questions about Madden Mobile's prime and its fall-off. Perhaps today, doom scrolling has replaced mobile gaming for a lot of people. In the early to mid-2010s, smartphones did feel like the future of gaming though, but it hasn't actually worked out that way. The days of Angry Birds, Doodle Jump, and Fruit Ninja topping the App Store charts are long gone. But even if the culture around mobile gaming didn't change, Madden Mobile could have remained more relevant. EA made direct decisions that led to the game's downfall, and combined with the current state of mobile gaming, it's no longer the money printing machine it once was. It now feels dead, silent, eerie, a ghost town where there was once a bustling metropolis. Let's take a look back at the Madden Mobile birth, its prime,
Why did that nigga just run out of bounds? What the fuck?
and when and how exactly it fell off. I was actually around for this era. I had an iPod Touch at the start of middle school and I played Madden 10 on it. This was EA's first mobile version of Madden as we know it today. Technically, there were cell phone versions of older Maddens like 07, 08, and 09, but in terms of it being an iOS and Android app, it all started with Madden NFL 10, a $10 paid app. Madden
That shit look horrible.
11 and 12 were basically identical to Madden 10 outside of menu design and rosters, and they were cheaper at $6.99. These games were focused almost entirely on offline, player versus CPU gameplay, going through an NFL season with a team's real roster, or just playing quick games. Although in 11 and 12, you could play multiplayer via Bluetooth if someone else had the app too. It's basically a more modernized version of the Nintendo 64 and PS1 era of Madden's gameplay ported over to mobile. The DS and PSP versions of Madden also played very similarly. They were likely using the same engine. What was unique during this era was EA's lack of modern exclusivity. Other companies could make NFL licensed games on mobile too, unlike on consoles. Gameloft was EA's strongest competitor back then, with their NFL apps being something I faintly remember. Gameloft was one of the first major mobile gaming brands, and you probably remember some of their titles like Asphalt. NFL
Asshole, yeah.
2010 was only $3, less than half the cost of Madden 10, and Gameloft's game had superior controls and a better user interface, due to the company's existing experience with mobile game development. EA was behind in those categories, but made up for it with better actual football on the field, better commentary, and more advanced playbooks. Gameloft actually pioneered the eventual free-to-play Madden mobile model with NFL Pro 2012, their attempt at rebranding their mobile NFL games after EA outsold them over the previous 2 years. Now their game was free, undercutting Madden 12, and you earned currency in-game to boost players by watching ads or just playing the games. Eventually, Gameloft stopped making NFL games as their Pro rebrand wasn't very popular. I remember playing one of their later games, and they lost the NFLPA license, so the Giants had a quarterback named James Elijah, for example, trying to be Eli Manning, which certainly didn't help Gameloft in this rarely discussed competition. It's worth noting though, because Gameloft's competition directly influenced EA's decision making with Madden Mobile. First, they undercut their price, so EA then lowered the price of Madden 11 and 12. Then Gameloft went free to play, and EA released Madden NFL Social the next year, an experiment that was basically Madden NFL 13 Mobile, but free to play. It was also released on Facebook back when gacha games went crazy over there, but it wasn't a big hit and EA shut it down shortly after releasing it. EA replaced Madden NFL Social with Madden NFL 25 Mobile, which took the core concepts introduced in Madden NFL Social and polished them, resulting in the free Madden Mobile experience we'd end up playing during the game's peak. Madden 10 through 12 was about playing with current rosters, which got updated throughout the season and simulating what you saw on TV. It was attempting to be a genuine version of Madden, and back then Madden was focused more on the offline side of things, franchise, superstar, and gameplay itself. Madden 25 Mobile coincides with Ultimate Team, becoming the new major game mode in Madden. While I've always been critical of the mode for being pay to win in a fully priced video game for console Maddens, Ultimate Team being the format of a free-to-play mobile game actually makes perfect sense in comparison.
Yeah, and you could actually grind and get good cards, and the grind wouldn't take too long.
Instead of playing with real teams and rosters, you picked the team's logo and uniform and made your own team with any players you wanted, and played through solo challenges while building sets of cards. You could open card packs to unlock more players. There was the auction house where other players playing could put one of their cards up.
Look at them names, bro. Haha Clinton Dix, Ryan Shazier. Oh my god, he the one that had that crazy ass injury, right? And broke his neck. Hold on. He was that him? I'm sure he. Yeah, he was the one that had that crazy ass injury, bro. Yup, yup.
For sale, and you could bid on them. You could spend money to build a good team faster and get more packs, or you could just play for free and build a good team by grinding, which is how I'd imagine most people my age played back then because we were in school. The gameplay had improved a lot too, now providing smoother movement and less janky tackle animations. There was still a season mode as well for playing with real teams and rosters, and I remember being blown away by that at that time. Coming from the paid versions of Madden 10 through 12, it was crazy to me to be able to use my Giants with their new players for free back then. I still remember outside zone runs with David Wilson. But Madden Mobile wasn't about seasons anymore. It was about collecting cards and building a team, and then comparing that team with your friends. There were live events for earning packs and coins, and this was when the game became more popular than ever before. EA finally struck gold, and with Madden Mobile 15's release, they had created the most popular mobile sports game that literally everyone my age was playing. I asked Justin when he felt Madden Mobile hit its peak.
Madden Mobile 16 was definitely when it was at its peak. And it's so cool to talk about peak Madden Mobile, especially around 2016, because that was when I was in high school, and that's going to date me a little bit for the younger audience out there. But going into high school, playing with friends, going one-on-one against each other, seeing what cards they got, seeing what you got from packs, it sort of really bonded people, especially people who are my age who were in high school when they got Madden Mobile 16.
The consensus heavily leans towards Madden Mobile 16 being the series peak. EA took the excellent 15 mobile and made it even better, furthering their freemium vision by adding Odell Beckham Jr. on the cover, of course, new achievements, league improvements, a redesigned hub, more live events.
Odell, so I really hope the Giants resign that nigga, sign that nigga back. They still ain't signed him yet. Give him. You know what I'm saying? It was a rumor that they was gonna sign the nigga. It still ain't happened yet. He is 34.
And better tuning and gameplay improvements overall. This was EA at their best when it came to mobile gaming. Novelty cards, like cards with an overall higher than a 100, were introduced at a balanced rate, and there were cards that gave your entire team a boost, so everyone was scrambling to put together the highest possible overall team to flex on each other with. The promos were great, and there was always something to do or try and grind for. This was when the community was happiest with the events, the card art, the auction house. It was all just perfect. If EA never touched Madden Mobile again, outside of adding new events and updating cards, I think the game would be a lot more popular still today. Madden Mobile 16 wasn't perfect and had glitches and bugs, but that's part of what made it so beloved. It was fun as hell.
Madden in general was just more fun back then. It's not really fun anymore.
When Madden Mobile 17 came out, it wasn't a massive disappointment, but it was a step backwards, and the community made that known. It didn't feel like EA put the same energy or effort into the game as they did with 16, but it was still in a solid place relative to what was to come. Many players are nostalgic for 17 today, but I wouldn't consider it part of Madden Mobile's prime. That run from 25 to 16 was so strong that it was inevitable that EA would eventually underwhelm. 17 was basically a copy and paste of 16 with less balance overall, which made it worse.
In my own personal opinion, I think Madden Mobile fell off around Madden Mobile 18. Same time Madden 18 came out, that's when they really shoved Ultimate Team in people's faces. And Madden Mobile 17 was actually pretty good alongside with Madden 17 because it wasn't fully into the Ultimate Team aspect. But then, once we got to Madden Mobile 18, the overalls got ridiculously abundant. You saw 160 overall players. It was just a headache, and it was nothing compared to what we saw in Madden Mobile 16.
Madden Mobile 18 seems to be the concise point when things noticeably went downhill. The auction house was no longer a player-ran market and was now controlled by EA bots setting prices, which ruined the entire point of the auction house and all but killed it. Stupid cheesy cards started flooding the game and it became a joke compared to what it used to be. EA had a very large player base from the prime Madden Mobile days, and this was when they started to exploit them. And then EA lit what remained of the game on fire the next year with Madden Overdrive, a complete disaster. You know when Antonio Brown is featured front and center? Things aren't going to go as planned. They changed the entire game, gameplay brand new, and garbage. Complete trash. The game modes were completely different now too. Now you played a real-time multiplayer match where both players played offense at the same time, no more defense. Trying to score as
Damn, really? They took out the defense? What? That sucked. That's ass.
many fantasy points as possible in 3 minutes. The 4-quarter actual games of football were gone, and the app was now a cheap pay-to-win minigame. Gameplay really came down to spamming plays as quickly as possible, with zero real strategy involved. EA did try to recover the next year after Overdrive failed by going back to the Madden Mobile name and format, but somehow they took another step backwards with Madden Max, giving every new promo a 105 overall and 99 stats across the board, making the game an arcade joke.
Them niggas just started doing too much. 150 overall cards. Don't on FIFA Mobile, they got 200 overall cards or some shit. Niggas just started doing too much.
Then with Madden Mobile 22, EA actually fully removed the auction house for good. They cut costs by shrinking the roster and cutting out a lot of players, and player progress
Y'all niggas Madden ass and Madden Mobile ass not too. How y'all ruin both? Like y'all can't put effort into nothing.
from previous seasons was completely wiped. This was when everyone who was still playing quit for good. Without the auction house, the entire card collection system became pointless. You no longer had something exciting to check your phone for, such as closing auctions to snipe, or a card you really wanted going for a crazy price. It was basically already gone when EA took control over it, but removing it forever was really the nail in Madden Mobile's coffin. The game is now simply a collection of small challenges that are tedious, slow to play through, way too easy, and aren't worth the reward. The game's soul is completely gone.
I'm personally of the mindset that Madden Mobile and Madden Ultimate Team have always been pay to win. You know, like, I always understand that, like, the best teams are going to be teams that buy for packs, go from the auction house. And that was back in the day, especially in Madden 16 and Madden 17, where people would promote, like, coin buying sites. And you knew that people were going on their sites constantly just to get coins, just to get the best players from the auction house. It's really so interesting because they kept the same modes, but they've done it in a way where they compress the menu, they put it in certain spots. The one thing I loved was like the live event one where you get actual rewards. You could see it on the entire US map and it would bring you to different places where NFL teams played. They got rid of the simplistic view and made it more corporate, which I still don't understand to this day, but that's just me. I actually played the current Madden Mobile recently as sort of a nostalgic thing because I kept seeing Madden Mobile 16 nostalgia on my page, especially on TikTok, and I wanted to give it a try. And it is so different from back in the day in every single wrong facet. The overalls are highly inflated, the game modes are all compressed, you don't have the map before, the live events just disappeared, everything's sort of like a mix and mash menu. It's just very confusing, especially to someone who played it back in the day where it was a more simplistic view.
Madden Mobile, in its current form, is a shell of its former self, with gameplay that isn't better than it used to be, content that's less engaging, and less to do overall. While some players might enjoy it for what it is, it's sad comparing it to Prime Madden Mobile, and even comparing it to the old paid mobile Maddens like Madden 11 is rough. Those games had commentary and a more polished experience than Madden Mobile does today. We didn't ever see the true evolution of mobile sports games like we should have. Originally, the goal was to create something comparable to a console game as mobile tech would improve, but then the goal shifted to turning these mobile games into money machines, which was fun at first, but now it's just
Draining kids out their money.
tiring. It's not just me either. Revenue is down significantly. EA went from making over $1 billion in gross mobile revenue in 2018 to actually losing $26 million on a GAAP basis across 2024 for their mobile segment. It's very much in decline, and a lot of that is EA's own fault.
Now, do I think Madden Mobile can bounce back? It's the same way of saying that, do you think Madden Ultimate Team can bounce back? Technically, yes. If EA changes their ways, which is very unlikely knowing the current state of the video game, cycle, especially with the monopoly that EA has on the NFL in general, I would say that there is a chance, but you would need a drastic change and a drastic uplift, and you're gonna need some innovation. You have to look back towards Madden 16 on the console version. Madden Draft Champions was a huge innovation, and it made an Ultimate Team stand out. You're gonna need a mode like that is unorthodox, that hasn't been seen before, to be inserted into this mode, along with fixing the constant buying and the constant stuff, especially on the Madden Mobile side. The overalls have to go way back down because having a 200 overall player makes no sense nowadays. But that's just me personally. Do I really think personally that it would happen? I don't think so. But we'll see. I mean, EA has changed stuff in the past with certain games and other stuff like that. I just don't see it personally, though.
Madden Mobile could bounce back, but I think it's very unlikely. It seems like an afterthought today rather than the major focus it was in the mid-2010s for EA. With less of a market these days, and with the recent sale of EA saddling the new buyer with immediate debt, I would be very surprised to see anything happen to Madden Mobile outside of the game getting just enough updates to keep making revenue with about as little effort as possible from EA. The game is probably going to stay about the same with new cards and players from here on out, but I'd love to be pleasantly surprised with a revamped Madden Mobile that brings back
Yeah. Oh my. You can't even play Madden 16. That shit probably off the police store. The servers off. Like, you can't even play that shit.
the classic auction house and embraces that nostalgia players have for the Madden Mobile 15 and 16 era. When I asked Justin why he stopped making Madden Mobile content on his old channel, he said the following.
Funny enough, I wasn't only making Madden Mobile content, it's just that Madden Mobile, Madden videos, 2K videos, stuff like sports video game documentaries were really popular on my YouTube channel when I was a YouTuber. I still have a soft spot for Madden because now I am a play-by-play commentator, but I got my play-by-play start, funny enough, by commentating over Madden 08, Madden 09 when I was a small kid, just calling out Wes Welker catches and stuff like that. At the end of the day, a video game company putting in effort shows that they actually have appreciation for their audience. What they're saying with what they're doing right now is that we can get away with milking every single cent from the customer, and they're not going to do anything about it. And it's really unfortunate, and I'm hoping that it can get fixed soon.
Go ahead and subscribe to Justin's new channel and let me know.
Gang, what is that profile picture, my nigga? Yeah, you gotta change that profile picture, my nigga. Yeah, that shit not tough. You gotta chill.
In the comments what you think of Madden Mobile. When was its peak? When did it fall off? Do you still
Nigga look like Let me see. Young Schultz. What the shit was called? This what you look like chill out 5.
Will play it today? What sucks is, unlike console sports games, you cannot go back and play Madden Mobile 16 again like you could with, say, Madden 16. It's forever lost to time. But through videos like this, we can at least remember what we once had and potentially inspire a future return to greatness with Madden Mobile. It was fun to go back down memory lane researching this video, to put myself back in my freshman year mind, running an outside zone with David Wilson in high school. Those were some good times, and even if Madden Mobile never returns to its glory days, at least there were glory days worth remembering. Thanks for watching.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and my deuces. Please make a Madden Mobile revamp. I will play that shit on God. I got my tablet and all that. I will play that shit.